Hello, so today I'm going to show you guys how to log into the RazKids website, read your story, listen to your story, and take your quiz. So the first thing you're going to do is when you arrive at your Google homepage is you're going to type into the search box RazKids. Now when this pops up, you're going to hit the RazKids login, and it's going to take you into the RazKids homepage. You're going to click on the green box that says Kids Login. Alright, now my name has already appeared here, and for most of your computers it will. If it does not, you're going to type in my teacher username to find our classroom webpage. Now my teacher username is mzeba0. You're going to hit go. When you get to this page, you're going to see all of your classmates' logins. You're going to find yours, and you're going to type in your password. I'm going to hit sample. I'm going to pretend I'm sample student today, and you're going to put in the two passwords that I've given you, the two pictures for your passwords. Now when you arrive to your reading assignment page, you're going to hit right here the little spaceship reading assignment, and it's going to take you to the page with all the stories. All these stories are at your reading level. My reading level for today is K. Now you're going to find a story that you would like to read. Today I would like to read about police officers. Under the story police officers, there's a listen button with an ear, a read button with an eye, and then there's this question mark, which is the quiz. The quiz button will pop up after you listen and read the story. You cannot take your quiz before reading and listening to the story. First, you're going to read the story. Alright, when you get to this page, you have your title, you have your cover of your story, and you have the next button. The next button will help you go through all the pages of the story. If you want to choose a different story, you're going to hit the assignment button, and it's going to take you to the page we were just at. I would like to read police officer, so I'm going to hit the next button. And you're going to go through all the pages of your story, reading your story carefully. Now when you're finished reading your story, it's going to bring you to this page right here, and it tells you that you've already read the story. You have a green check mark. Now you need to listen to the story, so you're going to hit the listen button. When you get to listen to the story, you're going to see the same cover page, and you're going to have a play and pause button right here. Again, you're going to flip through all the pages of the story, listening to the recording of someone reading the story to you. When you're finished, again, it's going to take you to the page, and now you have two green checks for listen and read. The next thing you're going to do is take your quiz. Now the quiz has 10 questions, and you have all the questions up at the top. Every time you finish taking a question, it'll change the color of the dot from blue to orange. So I'm going to go through and answer my questions and hit next. Make sure you are carefully reading the questions and answering them. As you can see, it's changing the colors of my dots from blue to orange for every question that's answered. Let's say I was going really quickly, and right here, oh, I forgot to answer number 8. You can see up at the top that number 8 is not answered yet because it's still in blue. You can click on number 8 to go back to it. Alright, now that I've answered all my questions, the done button, I hit next, and the screen comes up. It shows me I only got 2 out of the 10 questions correct, which means I probably didn't read my story carefully enough and I didn't listen well enough. So I need to go back and reread my story very carefully and listen to my story very carefully as well. Because I did not pass my test, I do not have a green check mark next to my test. You may go back and hit read, and you'll reread the story, then you'll listen to your story again and take your quiz. If I went back to my assignment page, my home page with all my stories, I can see that right here next to the police officer story, I have a green check mark for reading the story, I have a green check mark for listening to the story, but I do not have a check mark for the quiz, which means I still need to take my quiz. Alright, I hope you have had a great time listening to how to use RazKids. Have fun reading, and good luck!